Hello and welcome to today's video. Please ignore the messy background. It's one of those days where I'm just doing good to be able to get makeup on, much less film. So today we're actually going to go over 5 products that I'm recently kind of in a new committed relationship with, things that I'm really loving. Why don't we go ahead and get into it? Alright, as we get started, I recently posted a video where I talked about 5 products that aren't necessarily bad, but I'm just no longer like hardcore in love with anymore. So today is kind of like the counterpart to that video. I tried not to give away hints too much during that video, but today are the products that I've recently like just really found like a new kind of commitment to and love for these products. So let's go ahead and start with number 1. It would be kind of moisturizing primers or really hydrating primers. I used to be all about the pore filling life. Another reminder to myself that I don't need to go over everything that I went over in that video. But these guys are examples of things that I'm really finding that I'm really loving. For whatever reason, my skin just feels so dry. Maybe it's the transition into kind of cooler weather. But this hyaluronic do it mist from ColourPop is something that I'm really enjoying in terms of like priming my face. I like really spray it down really good, then I go in with like another hydrating primer on top, and it's just really nice. Another product that really surprised me, this came in a ColourPop mystery box. It is the Radiant Brightening Eye Cream, and honestly I don't really care for eye creams too much, but I really like this product for like priming. I wish they made this in like a giant pot for the face. Like, it would be a great primer. It's hydrating, it gives a little bit of like shimmer. It kind of reminds me of like a Becca backlight or one of those priming, like the shimmery primers that Becca used to make, but way more hydrating. And I just really like this for hydrating the whole face. Sad to say that it's kind of small and I will probably go through it really quickly, but this is an example of a product that I'm liking. If you know of anything in the makeup world that is similar but is actually meant to be a face primer, something that is kind of like a shimmery lotion, let me know what you like, what your favorites are. In general, what your favorite hydrating primer is, because I'm really interested in picking up some more. So yeah, that is product or category number 1. Product, and category number 2 is actually another base product, and that would be really like, I'm really surprised by this, but I'm enjoying lighter coverage foundations. I'm not wearing honestly almost any of these products today. Again, it was one of those days where I was just really lucky to be able to even do my makeup. Side note, I have to tell this story. If you see like something in my hair over here, I literally poured an entire bowl of yogurt and fruit onto my freshly clean, freshly curled hair. I like put it down on the table, bent down to get something underneath, accidentally hit it, it fell onto my head and then onto the floor. So I didn't have time to rewash my hair. It's just, that's what I mean by it's one of those days. Anyways, jumping back into this, I'm really surprised. I used to be all about like the medium coverage to full coverage options just because I have a lot of skin imperfections, dark spots from too much sun, things like that. But I find that the more that I feel like my skin's a little bit dehydrated, and the older I get, the more those products tended to settle into my wrinkles. So I'm really surprised that I'm like really enjoying things like this. Tinted moisturizer from Smashbox is a really great product for me. It makes me feel really confident in my own skin, which honestly these days sometimes is a struggle, so I'm glad to have products like this in my life. Item number 3 is one that I know I've talked about briefly in other videos, but I'm loving this product. This is the Soul Body Face and Bronzing Body, I don't know, balm from ColourPop. I love this product so much. It's not like any other bronzing stick that I've used before. A lot of times I've used like bronzing sticks or like the ABH cream contour kits, or cream bronzers that I've tended to use in the past have been thicker and they provide a little bit of coverage. This is truly like a more sheer kind of product, but it's so beautiful. It doesn't really have a ton of coverage. It just kind of works so easily over my foundation and blends out so well because it is a little bit of a thinner formula than like those stick formats, and I'm just really enjoying it. I like the color that I have. I have this shade Light, by the way, but I'm just really happy with this. And it's like one of those things where I know I've said this before, I'm enjoying it so much that I'm interested in other products like it, but at the same time I don't really feel the need to go out and buy anything because I'm enjoying this one so much, which I think says quite a bit for someone who likes to buy makeup. switching gears just a little bit for item number 4, I wanted to talk about 2 brushes that I'm quite liking. One is a brush from ColourPop. This is the F13. It's like a big fat fluffy fan brush, and I don't use it for highlight like you would use most fan brushes for that reason. I've been using this to like set my entire face, and I find that it's like nice. I can press in powder, and then also I can like really like flick off powder really well. It's nice and soft. I almost, like, if I had one critique of the brush, I think it could be a little bit smaller than what it is, but honestly I'm liking it so much. It's kind of become my go-to powder brush right now, and I didn't think that would happen. I'm very impressed with this brush. One that, again, I just kind of impromptu put in my cart one day thinking, why don't we try it out? And I've been very pleasantly surprised with that. And then this guy here, this is the Morphe M427. This was a gift from a friend. It's a like stippling duo fiber brush, and another one that I'm like really surprised that I enjoy. I really like this for the next product, actually, for cream blushes, which leads me into product number 5. I'm loving these MAC Glow Play blushes. I know a lot of you have recommended these in the past, and honestly I was just not ready to shell out. I don't like to pay top dollar for products if I can help it. So when these are on sale during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, I jumped on them. Oh my lord, I like started kicking myself in the butt for waiting so long to try these blushes. It's like the best of both worlds. Sometimes I can remember to put down a cream bronzer under my powder. Like, I do that really well, but I commonly forget to use cream blushes because I tend to set my face, and then I'm like, well shoot, now I've set my face, I can't use a cream product. These go over powder so well. I don't have to worry about that. They're gorgeous, and they have that like finish. It's not quite as shimmery as like a baked blush, which I really like the finish of baked blushes, but sometimes baked blushes can be a little intense or a little too much on the shimmery side, and then therefore can like enhance your texture. And these guys are not like that. They're not matte, but they're not as shimmery as like the baked blushes that I own. So I am actually wearing this one today. I just think that it's beautiful. This is the shade, or this one is the shade So Natural, and then the other shade that I picked up is Cheer Up. I love this shade. It's kind of corally, kind of pinky. It's probably not the most unique color in my collection, but at the same time it is gorgeous. Really enjoying it. If you have not tried this formula from MAC, do yourself a favor and do it, because you will not regret it. They're so good. I want to pick up more shades. I'm shocked to say that because I have way too many blushes, but I honestly mean it. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I hear my little one. I need to go get her. So make sure you say hello in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.